You wake up, but you can't move. Your eyes are open, your mind is awake, but your body is frozen, locked, dead weight beneath you. And then you feel it. Something else is in the room. Most people who experience this describe the exact same thing. Not a blurry shape, not a vague feeling, a figure standing in the corner, sitting on the chest, watching. This is sleep paralysis, and it might be the closest thing humans have to a universal ghost story. Here's the strange part. This isn't a rare glitch. Researchers estimate that roughly 8% of the general population experiences it at least once in their life. Some studies push that number even higher in students and shift workers. That means millions of people across every country, every era, every belief system have opened their eyes to find themselves paralyzed with something standing over them. So what's actually happening? During REM sleep, your brain deliberately shuts off movement in your muscles. Scientists call this REM atonia. It stops you from acting out your dreams and hurting yourself while you sleep. Normally, you wake up after REM ends and your body switches back on at the same time as your mind. But sometimes the wiring misfires. Your mind wakes up first. Your body stays offline. You're conscious, but you're locked inside a body that won't respond. Neuroscientist Baland Jalal has spent years studying this exact moment, and what he found is unsettling. The brain doesn't just sit there in silence. It starts searching for a threat. The amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for fear, lights up, and in that heightened, half-dreaming state, your brain does what it has always done when danger feels close. It builds a shape out of nothing. A shadow in the corner becomes a figure. A creak becomes footsteps. Pressure on your chest becomes hands. This is why the descriptions line up so perfectly across cultures that never spoke to each other. In medieval Europe, they called it the mare, a demon that sat on your chest while you slept, which is where the word nightmare actually comes from. In parts of West Africa, it's a spirit pressing you into the bed. In Japan, it's kanashibari, being bound by something unseen. In parts of the Caribbean, it's called being ridden by a hag. Different names, different centuries, same exact experience. Anthropologist David Hufford spent decades documenting these accounts and found something remarkable. Strip away the cultural label, and the core experience is nearly identical worldwide. Paralysis, a sense of presence, pressure on the chest, overwhelming dread. That's not folklore spreading between people. That's biology producing the same hallucination in every human brain that has ever existed. Your ancestors didn't have Baland Jalal's research. They didn't know about REM atonia or amygdala activity. All they had was the terrifying experience of waking up frozen with something standing over them. So they explained it the only way they could: a demon, a witch, a spirit. It wasn't a failure of imagination. It was the most reasonable explanation available at the time. And here's the part that should really sit with you. Your brain is still doing this right now. Tonight, if your REM cycle misfires in a bed in a modern apartment with a phone charging on the nightstand, your ancient threat detection system will still fire exactly the way it did for a human lying in a cave 10,000 years ago. The demon was never in the room. It was never sitting on your chest, never standing in the corner, never holding you down. It was your own brain doing exactly what it evolved to do, protecting you from a danger that was never actually there. You wake up, and this time you can move, but somewhere, tonight, someone else won't be able to.